from the station working for you. This is WRTV News at 6, streaming now.
Thanks for joining us on this digital edition of the News at 6. I'm Alyssa Donovan. The weekend is once again off to a deadly start. 2 people died in separate shootings Friday night. The first incident happened just before 10 last night on the north side in the 3000 block of North Park Avenue near East 30th Street. The victim was also hit by a vehicle. Police say the driver of that vehicle is a possible suspect. The victim died at the scene. His name has not been released. Minutes after that shooting on North Park, a woman was shot in the 1200 block of North King Avenue on the city's west side. Medics rushed her to the hospital in critical condition, but she later died. Anyone with information about either of the shootings is asked to call the IMPD homicide office. Now to an update on a manhunt that began 2 days ago in Hancock County. We've learned 37-year-old Michael Riddle turned himself in to Johnson County authorities early this morning. Riddle told deputies he gave up because he was tired of running. Several law enforcement agencies had joined Greenfield Police in their search for Riddle, who was considered armed and dangerous. He was wanted on drug and weapons-related charges. Now to our continuing coverage of the coronavirus and its impact on Indiana. Indiana recorded a new high of confirmed COVID-19 cases for the second consecutive day. 1,945 cases were reported today and 21 more deaths. 3,555 Hoosiers have now died from COVID-19. Since March, more than 133,000 Hoosiers have tested positive for the virus. More than 2.3 million tests have been administered in Indiana. And a rally took place downtown today, bringing motorcyclists to the circle for an event they called Retake Indianapolis. Today was supposed to be Motorcycles on Meridian, which is known as one of the most iconic two-wheel events in the country. Normally, the roaring engines would be heard throughout downtown Indy, but with COVID-19, it was postponed this year. So instead, a group held a gathering to encourage people to take a stand and support local businesses in the Circle City. The hope is that next year, the Motorcycles on Meridian event will go on as planned, which we're told brings thousands of bikers and spectators to the city.
This entire circle would be filled. 2 lines, one around the inside, one around the outside, extending the whole way down Meridian past the Slippery Noodle. There'd be 4 lines of bikes out there, and all the side streets would be loaded. There maybe 10,000 bikes anyway. It would be totally full.
Far fewer bikers came out today, but those that did were passionate about the cause. Now, Project Hope opened its doors today with one mission in mind. The founder said it's all about bringing hope back to the Circle City. Everything offered through the Hope Project is free, from counseling to help finding a job. The goal is always to lift people up and give them access to resources to win in life.
The Hope Project caters to the individuals in this city that need assistance. If they need assistance with clothing, we've got it for you. If you need assistance with counseling, free domestic violence counseling, free drug abuse counseling, free depression and anxiety counseling, that is what the Hope Project is all about. And we also do job search and resume assistance just to help individuals get back to where they need to be.
And tonight after the football game, we'll tell you how the project came to be with more details on the vision that has guided them to this milestone. Now, sending mail might get a little more expensive in 2021. The U.S. Postal Service is planning to increase prices. The new proposal raises the price for first-class mail by 1.8% and all other categories by 1.5%. Some prices will remain unchanged, like the Forever Stamp at 55 cents. Others will only go up 1 cent. The single-piece letter additional ounce is set to increase by 5 cents to 20. If approved by the Postal Commission, the changes will take effect on January 24th next year. And Citizens Energy is ready to show off their new reservoir. Citizens released these pictures of the site. The utility group says the 3 billion gallon reservoir is expected to be up and running in the spring. Citizens wants to show off the location now before it's filled with water. Now let's get over to Kevin Gregory with a look at that forecast.
And we're going the other way, Alyssa, with water, right? I mean, many of the neighborhood retention ponds, the water level's so low. 53 days now, the stretch without a 1/10 of an inch of rain or more on any single day. So our historic stretch continues. Our next best chance of rain will arrive Monday afternoon with a cold front. Could be a couple showers tomorrow, but Monday's the best chance. Temperatures are mild for the next 4 days. Soak it up, the warmth, because big changes for the end of next week with highs in the 50s and lows back into the 30s. There's the center of the swirl between Memphis, Tennessee and Jackson, Mississippi. You can see this will continue to slide to the east, northeast, well south of central Indiana. That's why our rain chances are low during the day on Sunday. Temperatures, despite the cloud cover, still made it into the upper 70s, and that's where we sit right now. Indianapolis at 77, Muncie, one of the warm spots, Shelbyville also at 79 degrees. I want to show you during the overnight hours, lots of cloud cover stays with us. We stopped this first thing in the morning, 7 a.m. Notice a couple of showers, little specks of green show up in the eastern portion of the state, actually rotating back in from the east around the center of circulation from the remnants of Delta. But again, not expecting much in the way of rain. Temperatures warmer in the morning because of the clouds that we have overnight. Temperature 78 during the afternoon hours with a mixture of some clouds and sunshine. As you look at Sunday, high temperatures a little cooler to the north and east, warmer to the south and west, where temperatures make it into the low 80s. Here's our big chance. This is the best chance of rain that we've had in a while. It's a fast moving cold front that will generate perhaps a line of showers and some thunderstorms in the afternoon into the evening hours. 1 o'clock Monday, the cloud cover representing the gray there. Here comes the line of showers with some isolated thunderstorms cutting through between 1 and 7. The wind will be strong until the cold front goes through, and then it will be a strong northwest wind, which will begin to cool us down. There are actually a couple different cold fronts next week that will have their impact. Nothing really changes the temperature until the Wednesday high of 66. Then another stronger cold front comes through. After our showers Thursday, Friday and Saturday's high temperature only 56 degrees. Temperatures as cold as 35. That is back to some fall-like weather. Alyssa?
All right, thanks, Kevin. Glad there's some rain in the forecast. We know we need it. And today was a pretty nice day to get outside. Several churches came together today to clean up a ballpark on the northeast side of the city. Church of Glory, Bread of Life, Miracle of Blessing, and Love of Mercy churches worked together today to refurbish Forest Manor Ballpark. Volunteers pulled weeds, painted the fence, cleaned up trash, and planted flowers. They also worked to fix up the concession stand. Eventually, they'll also be repaving the basketball courts there at the park. The park will now be called Legacy of Hope Memorial Garden. The pastor who organized the cleanup and repair used to play ball at the park when he was a kid himself.
We plan on having fix up the ball field. We plan on fixing up the basketball court, and we plan on having a kickball tournament with the community.
Pastor Donald Edwards Jr. received a green space grant this year with Keep Indy Beautiful. This helped get the plants and additional supplies to get the project done. And dozens of families went to a local car dealer today and drove home with a new family member. Indiana Humane Services hosted an outdoor adoption event at Tomwood Subaru on East 96th Street. 9 area rescues and shelters offered dogs, cats, and rabbits for adoption. Organizers say this event filled a major void after the Indy Mega Adoption event had to be canceled because of the pandemic.
Always an adoptable pet is a great option for people, but especially in 2020, I find that it's really relevant because so many people are at home and looking for that companionship that they don't have any longer due to COVID restrictions. So of all times, anywhere you are, it's great to go to an area rescue or an area shelter and adopt a pet. And that's why we're out here today for one-stop shopping.
Organizers say even if you couldn't make the event today, there are plenty of dogs, cats, and rabbits available for adoption at local rescues and shelters. Well, thanks for making WRTV your choice for news. Our next newscast is tonight after the primetime college football game.